Let's collect the money. And we will do the normal stuff of the waiting. There was, apparently, as I was setting this up, there was someone waiting to join, which I didn't even know you could do. Like, I didn't know you could actually, like, I hadn't even, like, gone live. I hadn't, like, confirmed, I hadn't even confirmed the stream yet, I don't think, and it said there was already someone waiting. So, yeah, I didn't even know you could do that. So today we're playing, we're gonna try and play with people. There is the, I hope this works, because I have the title of the stream and the thumbnail both incentivizing that we're playing with people, and I am unable to change those if we don't. Because I can't actually edit, on mobile, you can't edit the thumbnail or the title on mobile mid-stream, so hopefully it works. But I have an account, we're all set up, it should be ready as soon as we get someone here. You do need, like, the lobby ID, though. So as soon as we get someone in here who's ready, we're gonna test the chat, make sure the chat's working, and then get someone to open the game, and they'll play with them. So I have told the Discord, we already had a person here. Please test the chat, and I'm gonna check it on YouTube, and then as soon as I confirmed it, we'll get started. So I'll go check that on YouTube real quick. Okay, we should be good. There's the test. Hey, cat. Okay, so we're doing, how's volume? Put it down to 1. We're doing multiplayer today. So, Cat, do you have the game open and ready, or are you able to? Because we're just waiting for, we're gonna be doing it multiplayer, and if multiple people want to join, we might just take turns. You got it open? Okay. So, we are going to, get the game. Good. I'm just gonna come in with the archer. And we're gonna try and take a look at this Crypt of Emptiness. So, Group Raid is in beta. Hang on a sec. Okay, we may have already run into a problem. Uh-oh. Game? I tested this ahead of time. I tested this only like 3 hours ago and it was working. Uh-oh. Please hold. Everything's fine, don't worry. I reloaded the game. We're good. Okay, so create room. Okay, so we have the room of Grassman, 666, that's fine. We'll just make the password, Beans with a capital B. It's 2-player, because that's the only option. The other one are, like, not available in beta. So 2-player, Beans, capital B. And there we go. So star floor is 1. And we should be ready as, yeah. That's the password. So back button, just making sure everything is only in ultimate. Room list is updating. Yeah, so I guess it should just make itself apparent, right? And then you just have to, like, enter the password. Should be how it works. I hope. I did find it a little strange that there was no other lobbies there. Which almost makes me wonder, like, what, is this game dead, or is no one playing the beta, or is it just not actually working with the online stuff? Uh-oh. Please tell me it's working. So, uh-oh. Um, that's not good. Well then, nothing is popping up. Uh-oh. What if I hit start? I can't hit start. The has to do with being on the other side of the world. That's a valid point. Um, ay, ay, ay. Okay. So looking here. So I did find it strange that there were no lobbies here. Um, I wonder if it's like local Wi-Fi only. Okay then. What do we do? I don't think I. Okay, so here's the problem with this. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so here's the problem with this. We can change what we're doing midstream. We can't just play the normal game. Problem. I can't edit either the title of the stream or the thumbnail midstream. So I can fix it after the fact. But we've accidentally created clickbait for the first little while. Problem number one, streams clickbait. Yeah. Maybe I could yeah, maybe I can fix it if you give me a minute. Let me see what I can do. Okay, well, I fixed part of it. So I was able to fix the thumbnail, so now we're alone. Um, now we're at +0. But I couldn't fix the description, so I will have to change the description after the fact. I didn't say trying in the description. Um, as for the thumbnail, I don't think there's anything we can do about the thumbnail. It won't let me change the thumbnail mid. Uh, there's one other thing I can try. Multiplayer will work through the internet, whether the game mode appears on the local network slash Wi-Fi. Bluetooth network is also a big question so far. Alright, from the lead developer. What does that mean? What? Huh? Does that mean it's supposed to work? In order to use multiplayer, you probably need authentication in the settings on the start screen. Adding player and friends will appear later. You probably need authentication in the settings on the start screen. Okay, let me see what I can do that. If I can do that. Okay, I tried one thing. If we see anything with the group raids appear, maybe. Nope. Okay then, I'll be right back after trying one thing, then we'll just play solo. No, yeah, there's just no way to fix it. So, thumbnail is accidentally clickbait. Oh well, I'll fix it after the fact. Um, Probably only gonna stream for like an hour today anyway, and we've already been going for like 10 minutes, so... we'll just try and clear the... I guess we can do this alone, can't we? Rating. It's rating. Whoops. Okay, I guess we can just... I guess we can just go in the Crypt of Hanous to start. So let's play these other crypts then. Ooh. Okay, remember guys, you guys are on hidden secrets in the wall duty. Remember, it's just like a shadow that sticks out further than usual. Good luck. And try and shoot straight, please. Wizard's better than the archer, really? So is the wizard the best class then? We haven't really tried because AoE damage. Oh jeez, ew. Cake spider. We haven't tried any of the other classes. I've played like almost solely archer. Oh, I think he would die. Ouch. I have played almost solely archer. We could do some like wizard today. We can try the wizard today. These guys are all really weak. Skeletons are like super brittle. I guess it makes sense. They are just bones, but... There's one wizard skill with no waiting time. No waiting time? You know, use it by continuously tapping. Oh, okay. So it's like as long as you don't run out of mana. Additional mana? You don't want this one easily. I don't think I am going to play more of this game. I think like this is the last stream we're going to do of it. So we're going to try the wizard. We'll try it today. Once we die after this tomb. So maybe like that's the criteria then. Because I feel like this like single run could go on for quite a while. Probably not an hour, but I'll try at least a run through with the wizard. These ghouls have a lot of health. Another achievement. I will take free achievements, Paladin. I will take the free achievements, because the achievements just like give me more Google Play XP. I'm like actually a really high level on Google Play, just because of how many like these random games I play. I actually got the majority of my experience on Google Play just from playing random games before I started doing YouTube. Though I have got at least a couple levels from this. I need to move this over here. I'm going to click it again accidentally. That's high extra defense, but I like the extra mana. That's poison. What's this going to do? It's a flamethrower. Interesting. Level up. There we go. This looks suspicious. Nope. Skill no cooldown's a flamethrower. That's really cool. I guess that makes sense for a flamethrower. So it kind of just like continuously uses magicka. Or magicka, wow. Stuck thing in a Skyrim. Just all skeletons. There we go. I do have the frozen peas again as well. Same ones as yesterday. The heck is that? Ouch. Oh, God. Jeez. Just gonna, like, fire back whenever I attack it. Ghost? Oh, God, those... That was like horror movie sounds. My God, there's so much stuff in this crypt. I was exploring the Deep Dark today in Minecraft. I just loaded a new world with like the Deep Dark as like the seed. And it spawned me just right above a Deep Dark place. I went around and explored, intentionally set off the warden once to see what it does. I found its sonic attack isn't as strong as you might have thought. What I found with the sonic attack was, even though like we all know how like the warden is supposed to kill you in like 2 hits, right? Even with like full armor, it kills you in 2 hits. Without any armor, just like naked me, I might have had resistance from an enchanted golden apple I ate. I just found an enchanted golden apple. I was able to survive 3 of the sonic blasts. Skeleton archers are a lot stronger than normal skeletons. Which is a little weird considering generally the archers are weaker. I also went out and did another like hour of driving practice. I think I've driven for about 20 hours now. Jeez, the sounds of the ghost are, like, terrible. Alter of experience. Let me murder some things real quick. Wow, what a fight they put up, eh? Got an eye patch. What is an eye patch gonna do for me? Oh, I thought I cleared this room. Another level up. Nice. The experience costs for the level ups seem to go up, but then they also go down afterwards. So like, every time you reset your room, every time you go into a new dungeon, the level resets. I don't know why it didn't hit me there. An axe pommel. Extra agility. What does this one do? More efficient by the spears. That is quite good for healing. This is less viewing, but extra defense. I do like my sights. Oh god. That's a little close. Let's get the hat on. Do I immediately want to go into a boss? I don't really think I do. Do you play Pokemon? Which Pokemon? I played a tiny bit of one of the Mystery Dungeon games. Oh my god, the ghost can go through walls. I should have expected that, but I didn't. Played a little bit of one of the Mystery Dungeon games. Emerald? No, I played a little bit of one of the Mystery Dungeon games. I used to play Pokemon Go. Ouch, oh god. And I played a bit of Diamond. I think Diamond and Emerald are like the same version, right? Or the same generation. I know very little about the Pokemon games. My extent of Pokemon is like, again, like Pokemon Go, and like a little bit of Diamond, one of the Mystery Dungeon games. There was like a Pokemon Match 3 game I played once. And all the content I see of it on YouTube. I do watch a fair bit of it on YouTube. I watch all like the Nuzlocke people play and stuff like that. That's that shell. I do really want that shell. Oh, it's a grindstone. 15% more damage. That is pretty good. But the extra healing is really nice. I'm gonna clear this and then go for the boss. I do still watch a lot of like the Nuzlocke content that like the creators make. I went partway through a Nuzlocke myself, but as it turns out, I'm really bad at Nuzlocks because I get like a Shinx to start, and then I immediately grind it up to level 15. I moved. So when I tried to do a Nuzlocke, but just like all of like the normal garbage Pokemon you throw away, I was already grinding up because I didn't have anything else good. I don't know, how did he expect that to go there? What did he expect to happen? Let's go with the normal damage. And make room. Alright, speedrun Pokemon games. That sounds interesting. Never considered speedrunning Pokemon. I have speedrun Stick War Legacy, if you didn't know. I've actually been considering like trying to speedrun some attempts on that, because I would like to sink in like hours of attempts on that, and it makes it's a lot easier if you're streaming it, because then you don't have to like, otherwise every 20 minutes I have to go back in and delete my footage unless I got a good run. It makes it a lot easier if it's all just there. So I have considered doing like some streaming of that game while I'm grinding. Okay, Gates of Warlock. Here's a boss. That's this guy again. Have a cheat to fast forward time Pokemon. Oh yeah, that makes sense. This needs to go here. For like practicing purposes. Uh-oh. This is actually not very threatening at all. He has a couple scary looking attacks, but they're not like that bad. If you get caught in the middle of the beams, you're kind of screwed. I have no more cover from that attack, though, so I'm weak. Got him. Okay. I was holding my... I was, like... Not really holding my breath, but I was, like, nervous at the end there, if you couldn't tell. I wasn't talking, like, for most of the battle. So what do we get? The Ranger's Bow. Extra damage, but lower crit chance. The least we'll look at that. Reinforced Bow. That's just worse. Got a better arrow. And leather armor. Higher defense, lower speed, but I also lose the other effect. I do have the mana potions. Maybe we'll put these ones here. Protect from humanoids increased by 20%. I like the extra magic. I think we'll stick with this for now. This loadout seems good. We can increase my power shot damage. And try to find the exit. It's just the north. We have the health potion as my here. Where's the way out? Door. Oh, I can just leave? Is any of that good? I don't know what the mushroom does. Why is this back over here? This is supposed to be here. I don't want the monocle. God damn it. Give me the mushroom. By 2 points per second. Okay, so it's a man recovery. The well. +0. Lovely. Is this just going back out where we were? Yes, it is. I walked in, healed, and then took 5 damage. Genius. This area is not quite clear. Don't know what the will does. I think it was healing me. It just hit 0 because I was at max. I need some space. What can I drop? Red X is healing. What's this do? Grindstone, I assume, is additional... It's additional damage. Is it temporary? I assume it is. Oh yeah, time 35. Okay, I guess I'm dropping this one again. Pick up the fedora, see what it does. It's just worthless. We'll leave all that stuff there. Dude. More north or something, but for the most part, that was it. There's already something destroying stuff down there. we're already full again. I'll just use that as plus 0.1 per second to MP restore. That's not great. That's extra defense. Huh. How do I sell things? I thought I had a merchant I could sell things in. Take a look at the mini-map. Okay, that's not helpful. A lot of this stuff is worth a lot of money. If we're not playing past today, it doesn't really matter, so I guess I'll just put on the most important thing and ignore everything else. That was easy. The horror sounds of that ghost are, like, so scary. Like, it's like the... Too bad there's no artifact for, like, auto gold pickup. That'd be so helpful here. Why wasn't I doing this dungeon for longer? It's such a good gold grind. Old cloak. I lose the magic again. I don't think I want that. There we go. What's this? Why is it white? It's just like a coin. I think all my stuff is worth more than that anyway. Drop the opal, pick up the silver coin. Silver coin is just a better opal. There's a hat. Turban. Mana. Ooh, max mana by 5. I do like that. Ow. Oh god, there's more. It's religion with benefits. I have a max mana of 39 right now. That's kind of insane. Where's the exit? I am very lost. The guys here are quite strong, but I have really good damage. Here's the exit. It's been 35 minutes already, jeez. It always feels like when I'm recording a video, it like goes so slow and like takes a while. When I'm doing the streams though, it just feels like it's super fast. Oh, there's a ghost, damn it. Pocket Rougues is really grindy? Yeah. I haven't seen it too bad. Now that at least now that I've discovered this place, it seems like it's gonna be like really easy for gold. In terms of leveling the characters? Oh yeah, that would make sense. That's gonna two-shot me. Looks like a mini-boss. 2 days to level the wizard building to level 3. Jeez. How long were you grinding for each day? That kind of does actually sound a bit absurd. There's skeletons coming out of the tomb. Oh my god, there is. It's the most on damage percent increase. Oh yeah. Well, that's important too. 6 hours total. That is a fair bit. I might have played around that same amount. That stone thing's range is, like, actually, like, lower than my own range. God, there's another one. Don't die. Oh. That was dangerous. Battle Tempering, 1000 XP. I will definitely take the Google Play achievements. What's, like, the highest level anyone has on Google Play? Like, to the point where you were, like, you're farming it or something. Like, farming games for XP for their achievements. To get the high levels on Google Play. Is there a max? I know I regularly see the best players at certain games. You're, like, level 32. I think I'm, like, a 37, 38 at this point. But I have regularly seen people around 42, 43-ish as, like, the highest people in leaderboards. So when people are playing, like... When people are, like, clearly devoted to mobile games, they'll have, like, 32s, or sorry, 42s and 43s. I have seen the occasional, like, 47. I don't think I've ever seen a 50, though. Oh my god! Cost-effective, but dangerous as all hell. Jeez. Wow, 206 creatures. And my new best score. Oh, clearly worth it. That should be enough to unlock the wizards. Yeah, wizard class. There we go. So, magical core plus 3% HP. Oh no, corpse. No. Medical corpse. Secret Cathedral. It's a necromancer class, but an ultimate only. Boo. Don't lock things behind paywalls. Speed things up with paywalls is the proper way to do it. Or at least make it so there are certain games that actually do it right. If it really is a game that's deserving of some sort of paywall, you put it all something. There are no paywalls. Oh, you're right. It's only 200. Do you watch Gotham Chess by any chance? You know where he just, like, you know the time where he just slapped his neck for being a bit stupid? Yeah. Big brain. The immensity of my brain is just so big as it crushes up against the front of my head, giving me a minor headache. That I just ignore, like, you know, the normal green text. Oops. I think I picked up one of those classes, like... I don't know, I think I already spent gems on something, even, at this point. I don't know what it was. There is the Necromancer. What does the Necromancer do? I don't think I'll be able to save up to, like, 200 gems before I stop playing this game for it to be worth it, but... I could. Oh, yeah, so it's just gems. Actually, that is probably pretty good, then. Because it forces you to play with the other classes for too long. You can't just go unlock everything immediately. It forces you to wait unless you're getting premium. Yeah, that's actually probably the right way to do it, then. Make it a gem currency that you can still get, but it just takes longer. I don't know, or you can speed up with gold and premium. I think that... And the one thing I was going to say, when you do add, like, a paywall, something you have to pay to access more content, I think the game that does it the best is Easily Plague Inc. Their game is so good, and when you actually go through it, you know how much locked content is in Plague Inc? There is so much stuff that is locked, but believe it or not, for the price of only $10, everything falls apart. And for only $10, you can get everything except for, like, the scenario creators. You get access to all the scenarios, cure mode, Um, all the scenario stuff, cure mode, um, the special mega brutal mode, and something. Or I don't know. It was a scenario. It was the scenarios and cure mode and two other things. But then also from that, when you buy anything, you unlock premium version, and premium gets you the speed up mega brutal difficulty, and the ability to modify your genetic code, and something. And then beating all the plagues on mega brutal. When you have cough pirate ka. Hey, Undying Cot. And then once you beat everything on Mega Brutal, you get access to the second bit of the cheats. As you beat all the plagues on normal, you actually unlock the four special plagues too. You can get zombie and you can get the vampire plague just by beating zombie on 2. You can get zombie by being Neurax worm, and you can get Neurax worm by being bioweapon. So I think it's once you beat all the base ones on brutal, you get the cheats. Once you beat them all on Mega Brutal, you get the more cheats. You can get all the special ones by beating the previous ones. So they all do still just unlock in order. And as long as you buy the scenarios, the cure, and whatever the other ones are, that will also automatically get premium, and then you get everything that everything else is unlockable with time. From there is nothing that you actually need to pay for. It is just you need to buy something to unlock premium, and you need to buy the scenarios in cure mode. So there's one package that will basically unlock the entire game. That's like $10 or $11. It's like $10.99. And that just unlocks the entire game. And the only other thing is it's like $7 in the Play Store to get the Scenario Creator app, because that's its whole own app. But yeah, it's actually like really good. When you look into it, everything just domino falls down for that once you buy that one thing. So we have the wizard class. I guess I'll get the extra skills, whatever that means. Get some extra damage as well, and defense, or let's get MP. We also have the hunter I never used. 7 levels for this guy as well. May as well upgrade something. There we go. Okay, so wizard. I guess we'll just head straight in. Nothing special to do. We'll have to see what he does. Go into the base one for this. What's your general strategy for Plague Inc? Say you're playing Bacteria, Basic Plague. Okay, so if I was playing like a basic Bacteria, what do these do? Oh my god! This is insane. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? Game looks awesome. I agree. Okay, so if I were playing like a base Bacteria, let's say it's like a normal difficulty, I did have to like look up like walkthroughs to get the brutal stuff. Repeatedly tapping it. Okay, so repeatedly tapping it. Don't do that because your mana just dies. Noted. The weird that like slower actually drains it slower. For a Bacteria, I had to look up how to do it on brutal, but I think for like my normal strat would be I generally start in China, but I have heard Saudi Arabia can be much better because of the easy spreading. But I find that starting in China, you get quick access to Russia, and Russia is one of the few places that will send ships to Greenland. So I like starting in China as well. I try and go like somewhat under the radar. Well, it's weird because I haven't actually played too much. I used to go very under the radar and then just try and kill them later on. But I found that getting some symptoms and some severity earlier is actually good. So now what I like to do is get some basic transmission, air, water, and air and water just mainly. Mainly only those two. A little bit of other things if I have some extra DNA. When I start to get into Russia and Canada, I get cold resistance. And 2 levels of that, no heat resistance. When I get to America, Japan, and Australia, as well as Canada, I get the drug resistance. I don't find Europe is too bad for drugs, but Canada and America really suck for drugs. Australia and Japan, too, are really rich. So I get drug resistance when I'm going into those countries. I get... when the cure is becoming a problem, I get the normal like, anti-cure stuff, and I get... I like to go Insomnia. I like to go paranoia, insomnia, paranoia, and up the insanity tree to try and slow down the cure development, because those ones make it harder to develop a cure and make people less productive. Um, and then I'll usually go down like sometimes I'll get like the dysentery. Never considered timing. Timing of what? The current world America would be the best place for the virus to spread. Yeah, that's the thing. Like America is a rich country, but like only if you can actually and like the drugs are really good, but only if you can afford them. Like half of America is really rich and the other half isn't. So, you know, drug resistance is like it would actually be funny if they programmed that into Plague Inc., where like if you get to America, you can really easily infect half the population, but then you need drug resistance for the other half. Timing of buying symptoms except for lethality. The last? Oh, yeah. So it's because you run out of, if you don't have severity, you run, if you, I'll start playing, I guess. If you don't have severity, you run out of, oh my god. That's insanity. It's like no damage, but it's so strong. You run out of DNA if you don't have severity. So getting some symptoms early on, just a couple small ones, can actually give you good severity. So I like to get like insomnia, paranoia, because they don't really come with any lethality or anything. They just give severity. Getting some small coughing stuff as well, or cysts is good. And then getting like paralysis, total organ failure, or coma, total organ failure after pneumonia. And what is it? Cystic fibrosis. Oh shit, I'm poisoned. Shield. Doesn't stop poison. Should have figured. Don't kill me already. Think anything other than on. Do you play anything on anything other than mobile? I have two PS4s, a PS3, a Wii, two PS2s, neither of which work, a really old Nintendo system, a 3DS, and yet I would still probably say no. I play PS4 is like the only other thing I really play, and I would play more PS2 if mine worked. Demonic Rat. I've never seen this before. Oh, it's only resistance. Okay. I can't just, like, tank damage with that on. I can't move while shooting the fire as well. Doesn't seem to, like, stun them if I hit it, though. Put the mask for defense. You get a lot of range when you're using the fire. Yeah, so the other thing I found is I like going down the left tree personally. The middle tree is good for lethality, but the right tree is absolutely incredible when you're doing brutal. Because when you're doing brutal, what you need to do when you're doing brutal and mega brutal and the speedruns, the strategy is literally just to I recommend Wizard of Legend. Build of spells in the beginning. Come on. Okay. It's raining hard right now. It's raining where you live? It was raining like super hard earlier, like it was raining insanely hard where I live earlier. There was like a giant thunderstorm apparently. I actually missed a lot of it. It's a roguelike? Okay. Don't worry, I understand being terrible at explaining things. Myself indeed. Myself as well. I'm gonna die. What was I saying? Right. The right side is actually the best when you're going down, when you're going for speedruns. Because aside from, like, air and water, in the speedruns, you're actually kind of ignoring air and water. In the speedruns, what they do is they immediately go for rash and sweating, and then they try and get necrosis super fast. Hi, Nick? Because necrosis, compare the wizard and the archer, wizard's got really good AoE. I can't tell if he's got higher than normal magic anyway, or if that's just that I have him leveled up. I think he starts with higher magic. But the wizard has really good AoE, but terrible damage. The actual, like, the archer does a lot better damage. Whereas the wizard, like, it takes a long time to kill things. Oh god. I'm poisoned, and there's a slime. That's death. Oops. And, you know, AoE isn't always a good thing. Yeah, so, and Necrosis, apparently, is actually a really good one when going for, like, speedruns. Because Necrosis kills fast, but it also spreads the plague more. So you can get it early on, and then you'll still keep killing things partway through. Okay, let's try that again. Maybe a little less, bad this time, though. Let's try the, catacombs here. These same catacombs, except this one's just raided. Yeah, great AoE, terrible damage. It takes so long to kill anything. I still want to find another Steve altar. Is that what we do? Do we keep playing till we find a Steve altar, and then we just... Do we just end before anything tragic happens to Steve? Just get plausible deniability? No, Steve's fine. Nothing happened to Steve. He was there when I ended the stream. Don't worry. I'll even uninstall... I'll uninstall the game before Steve dies. Gold. Beggar's shirt is like probably is like the best item for like farming gold. Oh god, I want to read that, but I can't. What are you saying? I was in the car with my dad once, and the thunderstorm was so bad, trees fell everywhere. Holy. There's a counter on how long Steve can live. You mean Jeff 2? Oh yeah, sorry, Jeff 2. 12 minutes away from home and I was scared. Wow. Who's Steve? Nobody tell him. Oh yeah, God, what was I... Steve? Who the fuck is Steve? What was I saying? I actually don't know if the guy in the comments or in the... Chat, not comments. It's chat when you're live streaming. I don't know if the guy in the chat just... Yeah, you don't know... Who the fuck is Steve? You don't know either. Do you guys just... Are you guys just saying that as in Steve's not a real person, I'm making a mistake by calling him Steve, it's actually Jeff 2? Or do you genuinely not know what we're talking about? Do we need to explain the Steve-Jeff lore to them? Actually, no, wasn't this Jeff 3? This is Jeff 3, not Steve. What are you talking about? Who the fuck said Jeff 2? When did I hit a hiding place? Wait, yeah, it's Jeff 3, yeah. That's what I said. It's not Jeff 2, it's Jeff 3. My god, you guys need to get your Jeffs straight. It's like you guys weren't here for the previous 2 live streams and watching a video. Sorry for disrespecting Jeff 3. Don't worry, he's very forgiving. Welcome to the game. Welcome to game Theo. I meant Jeff 2 and Steve lore. Yep. So, okay, so, Jeff 2 and Steve lore. Or Jeff and Steve lore. I was playing Caves. Catacombs Treasury. Oh god, what's this? I don't trust this at all. I'm gonna die here. I was playing a game of Caves, which is like one of the previous games I played. And 24 sounds much better. Hardened Helmet's amazing. I was playing Caves, and I had a little friend I could spawn, and you could spawn a little guy, and I called him Steve, and he followed me around, and then he kept dying because there's enemies in that game. And it was while I was trying to like clear a map. I was trying to fully clear the map by digging the whole thing out for whatever reason, for no reason. And Steve kept dying, but we called him Steve. And then so that was Steve. Jeff 2 on the other hand, so what it was Jeff was we were playing Mindustry, and Jeff was an AFK player. Jeff was just an AFK player, while I was playing. Dumb Steve. He didn't just die, okay? He was actively he sacrificed himself to defend me. He was giving his life so that I may mine. He was an honorable man. He was an honorable man. Oh god, that was an entirely trap-filled room. I thought there was somewhere safe to be. He tries his best. Exactly! I kind of suck at this class. So Steve, yeah, Steve did his best. We all honor Steve. He's the one who made it possible. Some of your vids is not easy as you show. Yeah, my industry can be difficult. It takes some time to understand what you're doing, and it takes a lot of time solo, it takes a lot of time multiplayer to get stuff. So I was playing My Industry, and I was streaming, and there was this guy named Jeff, and he's just an AFK player, and then we ended up dying, and I left and went to like another thing. My Industry's cool and wacky, agreed. And so we went into another game, and we were like, we needed Jeff too. And so there's this guy named Nova there, who I believe is now actually like in the Discord and like watches some of the streams. He was there while we were playing My Industry. And there's just Nova's there. And we're like, you know what? I think it was me. Or someone said, you know what we need? We need Jeff 2. And so, bam, Jeff 2 is born. And then there was like an entire stream where we were just like, it was really funny. It was so funny. The best thing I did. Logic gate tutorial if you need. Give us as soon as I saw coding. There was some code, don't know if it's too complicated or not. Logic gate tutorial? I could do a logic gate tutorial. I could do that in Minecraft, except I don't have a voice in Minecraft. Huh. I'll have to find a game where that works well. That is a very good point. I could easily do that. There's loads of stuff like that on the internet. Coding is difficult. I could do some stuff like that. Logic gates are like a very simple... Logic gates are almost more hardware than software. Coding is like software. Logic gates are the hardware part. Although I do use both. What is a logic gate? A logic gate is like if I say My Industry logic gate thingy. That's... If you mean like the code in My Industry, I have absolutely no idea. In theory, you can create logic gates with like conveyors and stuff, but in My Industry specifically, like the code block thing, I don't know how those work either. I tried. I don't understand it. I really tried. I think the problem is that the display, the way you get the logic display to work is really complicated. It won't just like display a number. You have to tell it in each specific spot what pixel display or something. I don't understand how it works, but the logic displays make no sense. Those flying STS? Oh, the flyers in My Industry. Yes, we all do. Let's try that again. Restart. Yeah, so the whole thing was like, part of it was just, we were like, I would just like message in My Industry. Thoughts on My Industry controls? Oh, they're fine. There's like the occasional thing that's like, it's a little annoying, but for the most part, it's fine. So easy to check places here. That's nuts, that magic. Uh-oh. Yeah, I like this class. There's overwhelming positive with 96% positive reviews on Steam. That's impressive. I think the game with the best reviews on Steam only has like a 98 or something. And that's like the best game on Steam with the best reviews is like 98. A 96 is really impressive. What game is it that has like the 98 on Steam? It might be Minecraft. No, Minecraft has negative reviews. What's Minecraft's reviews on Steam? What does Steam think of Minecraft? Kerbal Space Program? I bet it's not. Because like, to be honest, with Kerbal Space Program, I can imagine like the number of people who just have no idea what they're doing and then leave a negative review because they don't know what they're doing. Minecraft isn't on Steam? What? Really? How do you Minecraft? How do you get Minecraft on a computer then? Do you have to download it directly from Microsoft? Because don't mind the voice cracks. Do you have to get it directly from Microsoft? Really? From the official page? I didn't know Minecraft had an official page. I mean, I guess that makes sense. The Minecraft website, yeah. Or from the store? I thought you could just get everything from Steam. Like, you know, mobile has like the Google Play Store, the Apple Play Store. there's like whole different systems for like the PS4 and Xbox for like what you can and you download based on your system. I thought it was just all Steam on computer. Or like H.io sometimes. This is just so easy. Xbox is basically Microsoft. Really? I'm like losing my voice. Thoughts on PvZ 2? 2 pay to win? It would be... I could understand if they made it like... The point of PvZ 1 was it was just a really fun, like, small, like, indie game, almost. Yeah, I guess it was an indie game. What's the definition of indie game? I don't know. To play Minus, but you have to pay? Ha! Loser with an Apple phone. It's free on Samsung, loser. I called you a loser in the same sentence twice. I apologize. No, on Steam. You have to pay for it on Steam, too. Random cards to upgrade system in any game. Huh? Indie game is a game made by a small team. Yeah, so Plants vs. Zombies was definitely an indie game. And, like, the point was it was a small indie game, like, you could just play it on however you played it. But then they kind of ruined it, like, what is it? EA? EA's had a really, really bad track record lately. Yeah, Apple, you have to pay $1. I remember that, because I actually had a friend in school I wanted to play My Industry with, and we're, like, looking on, like, the store, and in the Apple Play Store, he's got to pay, like, $1 to get access to it. Just another reason Samsung's better. Sorry, guys. It's the truth. Down we go. I have less health as a wizard, too. Anyone know what happened to Cat? Did he just die? He was talking about thunderstorms, and then he mysteriously disappeared. I'm a little worried. Ow, that kind of hurt. Oh, geez, run. That hurt. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so EA has had a really bad track record. First off, I hate the company. Parents didn't have the... Has to earn minimum gift card amount to buy a $1 game. Wow. Eat this. Yeah, EA's had like a... I hate EA because they have such a... They do such... Like, first off, it's the same game. You know, like, the main games they put out? Like, oh yeah, look at this sports game. It's the exact same game. Oh, I see what you mean with the quick tap. I see what he was talking about, the quick tap. With the sports game, it's all the same game. Like, I think I have a hockey game, and I have a football game from EA, and that's it. Don't care for basketball, and I never need another hockey or... I don't need another hockey game. I don't need another football game. Oh god, it's the ambush. Where are you from? Canada. Please die. Let's get them all into one area. And start telekinesing them. I just tap it once and they all, like, start dying. Is that it? There's a Goblin Archer somewhere. The mobile games from EA are even worse. There's 2 of them. Accidentally downloaded a 2K22 game on PS5. Oh god, ew. What did you pay money for it? Or was it like a PS Plus game? Was it a free one? Because at least then you didn't accidentally give them money. God, imagine in supporting EA. What's wrong with you? You hope it was free. Uh-oh. I know Steam's refund policy is 2 hours. 2 hours in game. I don't know what PlayStation's refund policy is. Oh my god, oh my god, it's a bloodbath. They don't have one? Really? Spamming X, and there was a new thing about it, and started downloading. Turns out it was free for PS Plus. Okay. Yeah, there you go. At least it was free. I'd be surprised if PlayStation... Why do I have 43 health? What happened? Additional mana. Even more? Oh my god. Oh, I got a boost on. That's why I have so much health. I must have died, and then, like, an item I had activated. There's 2 fat men. Is the plural of man-men? Fatman? Yeah, 100 people on the Discord, really? Nice. Don't so... Oh, fuck. What was that? He just stood there. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I said don't, and he didn't. Thank you. Oh god, I'm gonna have to, like, not act. I'm just gonna have to not kill these things. Oh, I'm poisoned. Uh-oh. I like the telekinesis. It murders my mana, but it's awesome. Healing. Use. It's 2-8. I think I have about 3 left, so that's only 1 waste. I'm poisoned again. Oh, that's worse. Well. Lovely. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Plants vs. Zombies 2. EA, like, kinda ruined it. Having a hole in your doorknob. Same thing happened in my old house, yeah. It's still there. It's still there. Yeah, with Plants vs. Zombies, I think it's, like, it's okay that they charge some money for it. Thoughts on Clash Royale? Just, God. Prefer no doorknob, but it has its cons. Yeah. Yep, kinda same here, almost. Okay, well, so Plants vs. Zombies. We'll go one at a time through, like, Plants vs. Zombies, Clash Royale, doorknob. Plants vs. Zombies, it's okay. The third one really needs a lot of work. Like, complete redesign, pretty much. The second one, at this point, if they took the second one, if they did something with the second one, where now that it's been out for so long, if they just made everything free, I could forgive them. They've made some sins, but if they could still fix their mistakes. I also hear they've, like, added some massive changes to it lately or something. Or maybe that was 3. What's the second thing? Clash Royale? Clash Royale, fun game. No problems really with Clash Royale. You know, Clash Royale is fine. I played a lot in Clash Royale. I got up to about 6,000 trophies, and that was before they moved to the cap 1 higher. So that would be like the modern Clash Royale day equivalent of like 7,000 or so. At 3 AM, peek through the hole and see an eye move. He's gonna poke through the hole. Oh god. Hang on. Someone say something so I can finish reading that. I saw something about a dog nose. Killer, a level 10 fat man. Come on. Asa, yes. Poke through the hole. It's just your dog's nose. Yeah, that does sound pretty bad. The problem with my thing is that the cats can push their way in, which I actually initially I had the chance to fix it a while back, but I didn't want to because I had a fairly old cat who was quite old. He was like 23, 24, 25 maybe. And he was getting to the end of his life, and he likes to come up on my bed and sit down and like lie down on my bed. So we had made a staircase out of like one of the old cushions for our couch, and there was no doorknob in my room, so he could just push his way in and climb up. And so there's just a sock. There's just a sock that my door will automatically drift open if I don't have it closed. So when I do want it closed, I just put a sock on it. Get a loot box and wait for it to open under slots. Clog only random loot. Not enough to upgrade system. Yeah, so that would be probably the one bad thing about Clash Royale. It takes a long time to get every card upgraded, which was one of the problems for me. Which is that, like, when you're up at 6,000 and 7,000 trophies, like when you're really pushing it, Because again, I was like 6,000 trophies, and like 7,000 was the highest they watched to. So like I was a thousand away from like that really top tier. I was playing like really good in the game, and I stopped probably like maybe only a year ago now, maybe less than a year ago. Um, Probably actually maybe over a year even. But and I had a really good clan. The clan was like mostly active. Um, but why I stopped playing was I was kind of getting angry at it, and I was able to acknowledge that myself, that like I would get really angry at losing, and so I kind of just stopped playing. And now I've made sure that since then, when I play a game that has a thing like that where you could get angry at losing, that I motorcycle outside at 10 in the morning or 10 at night. Perfect. I make sure that when I'm playing a game like that, like chess that I play now, when I'm playing that, when I play chess, I if I I acknowledge at the beginning actually going into it, I acknowledge at the beginning that like even though this guy is 40 elo points lower than me, I am going to lose. And then if I win, it's a nice bonus. If it's a loss, it's honestly what I expected. And that's the good thing. Because it's like you set yourself at rock bottom. You expect to lose, you can only go up. It can only get better. It can't get worse because you were expecting to lose anyway. And that's how I play um so that's how I like play chess. But with Clash Royale I was getting like unreasonably mad at it, and so I stopped playing. And I was also just I had my deck that I knew really well, but to keep pushing, I kind of needed to start using a different deck and learning a better deck. But my cards wouldn't be high enough level. They were only level 12s, and it took too long to get them higher. So I just and like I didn't have gold and stuff too. So like it is a little slow if you don't buy for it. But ultimately, my Clash Royale was completely free to play, and the majority of my cards were like my average was probably like an 11.8 level card. Maybe not that high. Maybe like an 11.5. Reasonable? Yeah. Do you love BTD battles? Balloons tower defense battles? Wait, did someone else say something there again, or did you just delete the two small messages? Okay, BT. Oh damn it, I lost the other one. Connect 4 isn't about the game, it's a joke about manipulation, mental war for your opponent. It's so simple, but you have to make complex desires. Yeah. Connect. Oh god, Connect 4. I'll tell you about Connect 4 in a moment. What were we talking about? What was the other thing I need to say? Damn it, someone said something. Okay, Connect 4 then. C Connect 4 is such a like mental torture machine because there's actually like a lot of math and stuff involved in it, but it is hard to win. I also suck at the game. I was playing against my mom in the hot tub the other day, and I got destroyed. And like I was like calculating the mathematical like if I go here and she goes here, we both like two here, two here, two here. Eventually, does she fall into my trap, or do I have to add on to the trap? Will she be forced to put like if I only have one lane, just somewhere she can't go, not a trap where I can play and either whatever she does, I win, but a trap where she'll run out of space and be forced to play into my thing. And I was able to calculate one of those. But then she would just make the win on two square trap, and I can't beat that. Um, but yeah, Tic Tac Connect 4, not my strong suit. Um, what was the other thing? There was something else I was saying. Yeah, I only play mobile game. I only play free to play games. I only play free to play on mobile, and I mean I've had a lot of fun playing free to play mobile. Like I've played a lot of games. I got like I get good enjoyment out of Plague Inc. I get good enjoyment out of Stick War Legacy. I've been doing speedrunning Stick War Legacy. I'm really what do you guys think? Would you guys want to watch a stream of me speedrunning practicing Stick War Legacy? My phone glitches and did something then came back. Oh, no problem. I assume you heard the last question then? Would you guys be interested in like seeing speedrun attempts live of Stick War Legacy? Because I've been speedrunning that game lately, and I know people do live stream speedrunning, but I almost think it would be better if I mean I think the real reason it would be more convenient for me because it kind of like forces me to like do some practicing on it. It also ignore that. What's the point of do not disturb if it's going to show me pop-ups anyway? Why? Oh well. Like, I have Do Not Disturb on. Come on. It bugged again? Ah. Yes? It would be yeah, so I figure it would almost be more convenient for me, because then I'm not, like, first off, I have someone to interact with rather than just sitting there for an hour grinding attempts, and every 20 minutes I don't have to, like, go delete all the footage, and then, like, restart because my phone's got limited space. It all just goes straight to YouTube. So it'd be more convenient. I could, like, I also, like, often find that, like, my record in one of the levels is already like a 57, which is like second place. But I deleted that run because unless it's a 54, it's not actually first anyway. And because I'm gonna be grinding 254 anyway, I didn't care about the 57. I just wanted to keep practicing, and I had to make a YouTube video. So I just deleted the 57 run because I didn't need it, even though that's already second. Um. So yeah, just doing it straight to YouTube might be more convenient. So yeah, I think I might do that. Um. Going to try this game called Robot Colony 2. Have you ever played it? I don't think so, because you got the idea to record mobile games. Do you have any tips? Okay, so Robot Colony 2 sounds almost familiar. Never heard of it though. Recording games. So when you're doing games onto YouTube, it depends like what kind you're doing. So like for the, hang on a sec. That was really weird. For just a second, like the air I was smelling just smelled really bad for a moment. It's gone now. It was like one breath. um, I would recommend, like, there are kind of two ways you can upload content onto YouTube. You can put it as like heavily edited content or very little, if any, edited content. And I have gone like the no editing content route. So I do just put hours of content onto YouTube every day, and that's the way I like doing it. It's almost more like I prefer live streaming, which is why I've started live streaming, because I prefer this kind of thing where it's like interacting with the audience and just doing everything live rather than doing it in like the recording video format. I will keep doing videos though. I do still like that. Um, what was I saying? Sorry, brain fart. Videos on YouTube. So if you're doing like the edited way, that is probably the way to Discord idea, pet pics channel. That is a good idea. Problem is, it would never stop moving. There's just too many good pet pictures. So if you're doing like if you're trying to really quickly gain a lot of subscribers, go with edited videos. If you don't really care, I want a lot of subscribers. I want to be like popular and stuff, but I don't mind taking my time to get there. I don't mind taking 4 years and putting like, I don't mind taking 4 years and putting literal months of straight of content onto YouTube to become like bigger. I don't mind that. I like having, and I kind of like having the smaller audience anyway, because it lets me have these more in-depth conversations with just like two people. But if you are doing the non-edited route, God, what tips do I have? Have I learned anything in these last 2 years? I've been doing this for 2 years. Have I learned anything? Let's see. Be careful how you breathe, probably number one. I find that, like, for whatever reason, I don't know if I have, like, an overactive nose or something. I suck at breathing. And my breathing is, like, so loud. Whenever my nose... Consistency. That's a good one. Yeah, having some sort of consistency with when you upload. Yeah, that's actually a really good... I would get to that. Careful how you breathe, because when the mic is sensitive to that, it is very annoying, and I specifically suck at breathing. You're very consistent. Yeah, so with consistency, what I find is that with a lot of things I do, I will do it for a couple of days or a couple of weeks and then stop. So I'll play a game for a little while and I just stop it. And that's kind of how you like do it when you're playing games on YouTube anyway. Which is why it's worked. You play a game for a little while, then you move on to the next game. But the reason I have been able to do YouTube for so long is probably because of that. Because I do a game for a little while and then I move on. I do something for a while and I move on to another thing. And I can do that with these games. I can play a game for a little while and then move on. And that's why it's really hard for me to maintain a series for a long time. The reason that I'm struggling so much to maintain Minor Gun Builder, which even though it is easily the thing getting the most views on my channel, is it's just I've played too long. And I've actually sort of taken a pseudo break. I still have it on my phone and I'm still supposed to be playing it. But I've taken a sort of break because I kind of got bored of it. And I do this with every game. I've just recently come back on the Plague Inc. game. But I take breaks in between when I play these games. I'm like just coming back to the speedrunning Stick War Legacy after like 2 week break I took. And most of the game is even longer breaks. It'll be like I haven't played Minecraft in my survival world in like 6 months, but I've been wanting to get back into that because I'm like I've got a whole bunch of building stuff I'm doing, projects I'm in the middle of doing in my Minecraft world. I haven't played the game. The game's just been paused for like the last 30 minutes. That's fine. Um, but yeah, the whole reason that I'm able to keep doing it is because I set my schedules and I know when I do my videos. I do my videos at 10 and 5, and there are no excuses. The only reason I will miss videos sometimes, but when I miss a video, sometimes I'll straight up make up for it by uploading the video like right after I get home from school if I forgot it in the morning, and then still recording the next one anyway. So it'll just be like one's delayed by a lot. Um, or sometimes I will just miss the video, but I don't make a habit of it. I make sure there's like the 2 videos coming out every day. It's not popping in your screen? What is? Oh. Uh-oh. What did you do? Those emojis were concerning. But yeah, I try and like the emojis. How do you feel about 1K subs? I've been working quite a while to get here. It's I'm not the kind of person who gets like super emotional over things. So like when I hit 100 subs sooner than I was supposed to, and when I hit 300 subs on around the anniversary of like the 1 year anniversary when the goal was 10 subs, I just kind of like it was like it's the same thing where you struggle for words, but mine is not for the same reason. Mine is not that I don't know how to thank you enough. Mine is that it's a number. I don't know what to say to this. It's like if we were talking in powers of two, then 1024 is the one goal, and then 2048 is the next goal. So like, yeah, 1K subs. It's important because it is that in base 10, the number system we use. It's the fourth thing, and it was important, and the fact that we hit it right around the same time as the 2 year anniversary, where the goal was 100 subs initially, which we were already past, and now it's 1,000. It was important, but I don't feel like, and I do feel more proud. I feel like I've hit one of those important goal milestones, but I don't feel like at a loss for words. Who do you think is the darkest man on Earth? Living or dead? Or both? That's a hard question. Dark in what way? Dark as in evil or dark as in stupid? Or dark as in goth? In what way do you mean dark? Just someone whose last name and middle name and first name all have to do with dark? What? Mortimer Silence Dark. Probably him. Why does Mortimer sound like a name that you would associate with silence? Dark is in skin tone. I know the darkest skin tone on Earth is. I know the darkest skin tone on Earth is a. Stupid means not very bright. Yeah. I know darkest skin tone on Earth is. There's like a lady from Kenya. Why is this African yellow? Nick, I have no idea what you're talking about anymore. I know the person with the darkest skin color on Earth. Kind of racist. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Nick, are you being racist? I don't think we should. Don't do a racist, Nick. Come on, don't do a racist. I know the person with the darkest skin tone on Earth is like a woman from Kenya. I don't know about the darkest guy though. Although if you mean man like human, that lady from Kenya. If for whatever reason Guinness has put that in like the world records, kind of a weird thing. You're sorry? It's understandable. I made a joke about like preschoolers being murdered by the gunman in Texas like last week. That was not appropriate, and I apologize for that. We all make mistakes. Things happen. Try and moderate yourself. If you're drunk, maybe don't participate in the chat. We all make mistakes. It's on the internet forever now. Oh well. We move on. I'm the kind of person who is very good at acknowledging people made mistakes. Like, whenever I always feel bad for people who get sentenced to like 20 years. Like, yeah, sure, you murdered a bunch of people, but what if he feels bad about it? What if in 10 years he's learned his lesson, right? Like 10 years is already a lot. Imagine like I'm not even 20. Imagine going to prison for 20 years. It's basically life ending. Because you're gonna go to prison for 20 years. If you can even get out, you're never gonna get stable again. Undying Cotton who's the African? That's a monkey. Okay, wait, no. Oh, hang on. Okay, Nick, that was getting a bit close. I just want to again let you know, turn it down there a bit. I was. It took me a moment to realize that's how most see it, as in like the 20-year thing. He's getting 20 and it's taking away so many more. Yeah, exactly. And the other thing about 20 is it's not you're losing 20%. It's not like you're losing a quarter of your life. It's that you're losing the soonest quarter of your life. And not to mention all the problems and stuff in prison and things. It is like it's much more severe than hi cat. It's much more you're losing a lot more when you go to prison for 20 years, not only depending on the prison system, but you lose a lot more in 20 years. Remember what I said when it was raining hard? It's the power went out for. I was wondering. I had said the last thing Cat. I asked, did anyone know what happened to Cat? The last thing he said. Who will pay for the life of the family of the victims? Yeah, it's so hard with like murder especially. It's so hard with anything because I understand that like I understand like the family of the victims and the victim themselves deserve like retribution because there's like there I think it's like there's three R's, the three R's of why you put people in prison: rehabilitation, removal, rehabilitation, and retribution. Removal is to get them out of the population, make sure they're not going to kill anyone again. Rehabilitation is to help stabilize and make sure that they can get like if they're on drugs, if that's why they committed the crime, get them off of that. And third is retribution, which means paying for what they did. First, so society can move on, and so the family can move on, and so there's some sort of payment for what happened. Um, there's also, in theory, like a fourth, I guess not even R. I don't know how to describe this one. The fourth thing of like to de-incentivize it for other people to do the same thing, even though it's been proven that giving longer sentences and harsher sentences doesn't actually do that. 20 years is a lot, but on the other hand, they took many lives from victims and their family. Yeah, yeah, it's really hard. Um, and especially in some cases, because in some case and it's always harder after the crime too. Because whenever like I'm in the moment, like I'm the kind of person who's like things like rape. I think the death penalty is forced labor. The death penalty or forced labor is fine. Eh, okay, your opinion. I I can't. It's your opinion. I can't argue with that. Fair enough. It's it's hard for the death penalty. It depends. No, it doesn't. Not for me. I'm the kind of person who thinks if it's in the moment, if it's soon enough after, fine. Like if the person is in the act of committing a crime and then you shoot and kill them, fair enough. Self defense. Even if you could have done something else, if you kill them or if you like if even if you have them restrained, if they were just trying to murder you a second ago and you pick up their head and slam them into the ground again, I am totally fine with that. They were if they were trying to murder you and you're like I don't know you're a policeman and then you've got him detained. If you pick up his head and slam it into the ground again, I'm not gonna blame you for that. That's deserved. If he was trying to murder you a moment ago, but if it's now been like it's 3 years later, you're in a trial, you've moved on. It's been 3 years. It's time to let it go. This is a dark topic. Yeah, yeah. This is supposed to be like this. This was initially supposed to be like multiplayer, like fun game. Is this an argument or a statement? Conversation. I don't think we're discussion. Yes, we're not arguing and statement. Yeah, kind of statement, kind of discussion. We're all just like putting in our own opinions. No one's really arguing though. We're talking about our own opinions. We're not here to have like a debate. But like for me, it's like if it's been 3 years, it's the point where now you need to move on and just like give the guy some prison sentence. And if the guy can move on, what's it about? Murder, the death penalty. Aren't we supposed to play a game? Yeah, good idea, Carl. Let's get back into the game. Let's hit the restart button, shall we? Oh yeah, so Cat. I remembered like you were saying like hit it multiple times, and I'm like, oh, it just drains your magic. Okay, so don't do that. Did you change the stream title, by the way? How? I went into YouTube and I was able to change it during there. I could edit the stream and change the title. I wasn't able to edit. I wasn't able to change the screenshot or the description. I don't know why I couldn't change the description, but I could change the title at least. Oh yeah, so Cat, I was wondering why you said like don't hit it multiple or hit it multiple times because I found just waste your mana. No, it doesn't. I've like telekinesis. I can like put him through the shredder. Just oh, you guys are getting too close. Ba-da-da-da. By the way, what was that? What was that there? Something about taxes and a man-child? I might have horribly misunderstood that if I thought the words were taxes and a man-child. Why should citizens pay in taxes for a man that killed a woman or child? Yeah, exactly. It's DPS. Why ASA? That is a good point. Why should like people pay so much? It's an emotional topic, sorry. That's understandable. It is always like a hard point, and like that's another thing that's like it's difficult to talk about, which is like if you watch like John Oliver's segment on the death penalty, if you watch John Oliver's segment on the death penalty, which was like his second episode actually, one of the things he says is it's hard to talk about, which it is because it's completely understandable. And the other thing is that if you think what if it happened to you or a family member, I think 20 years is too much, people think 20 years is too little. Yeah. False accusations, I'll get to that in a minute. Like, if it happened to me or a family member, I would want to, I'd want to just kill him. Like, because for me, it's like, prison, how did I find that hiding place? Prison is worse than, for me, I think, like, torture is worse than death. I think most people can agree with torture is worse than death. But, is prison torture? Or which prison? Because I think U.S. prison is torture. I think U.S. prison is worse than death. Arguably, at least in some cases. Depends how long. If you got 20 years in a U.S. prison, I would argue that could be worse than death. Not all prisons are torture. Exactly. Not all prisons are. If you go to, like, a Norwegian prison, it's actually, like... Norwegian prisons aren't even prisons. They're rehabilitation facilities. That's the thing. The U.S. doesn't do the rehabilitation part. They do the removal and the retribution. And they forget about the other part. But, like, some places, like Norway and Finland do it properly, where they have it's not completely about retribution. There is a removal and there is a retribution, but it's also about rehabilitation. So it really varies based on country. False accusations, I would say, are just as bad as the crime itself. If you falsely accuse someone of rape, you should be given the same sentence as someone who's convicted of rape. It's just as bad, especially with certain crimes. Specifically because rape. Rape is probably, like, the worst crime that you can give a false accusation for. Because you can't really give a false accusation for a murder without someone faking their own death. A false murder accusation is really hard. Technically, it could be done, in which case, same rules, give them the same thing. But I think for rape and assault and battery and for that kind of thing, like, because, first, we can't jump to conclusions, first off. Rather leave my country than pay tax for what's going to feed someone and kill my family. Rape is horrible, change my mind. Yeah, exactly. And rape is horrible, and, like, that 3 hours of prison. Recycle, reduce, reuse. Uh-oh. Really easy to do. Yeah, and that's the problem. It's so easy to do, and because rape is so bad, people jump to conclusions so quickly. Like, or they, at least they used to, before some of that stuff, like, now that's becoming more common, you don't immediately side with them anymore. And whenever I hear of a rape accusation, like, the first thing from me is always just, you're gonna have to prove it before I believe you. Like, I can comfort you and say, I'm sorry for what happened, but I'm not gonna fire the other, like, if the other guy was my employee, and you came out with a rape accusation against him, I can say I support you and I'm sorry for what happened, but until it actually goes to trial and it's proven one way or another, I'm not firing the guy. If he was like an employee of mine, because it's just not you can't. It's not fair because if there's no proof yet, if it's not been proven in a court of law. 3 R's of a bad situation. Raw. That's 2. See if people love the drama. Something that said she raped her mother called another girl a slut. Something that she said got raped when her mother called another girl a slut. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like, so many people... raggy. Nice accusation. Why don't you back it up with a source? Exactly. If there's, like... And that's the other thing. It can be... It is hard to prove sometimes. And, like, it's understandable of, like, why would you say it now and not so, like... That, like, it's a fair point when people say, why did you wait so long to bring it up? And it's also a fair point. Like, they're both fair points. Yes, it was a traumatic thing, and sometimes people just want to move on. So, of course they didn't bring it up. But also, why didn't you bring it up? If it was so bad, if you wanted something to happen, why didn't you bring it up? And, like, it's definitely understandable both ways, and like, that's the thing. It's completely understandable both ways. It's not like one way or another, it's, why didn't you do this? This is such an obvious solution. Both ways are understandable, and that's what makes it so hard. Where the line between rape and not rape. That's another problem, yeah. Like, at what point is, like... Because, like, you know, we all learn, like, the no means no thing. Or, like, guys do, at least. I hope girls learn that, too, because there is rape the other way. Law and Grass, video game edition. Yes. But, like... There is things like, at what point do you call something rape? And at what point do you call it, like... Strength and intelligence? I figured, yeah. I figured intelligence, at least. At what point do you call it rape? At what point do you call it sexual assault? At what point do you call it some guy being drunk and a dumbass? If there's some guy going around doing, like, you know, inappropriate things... Like, depends on the society, it can kind of mean 0% are going to blame the women. But some countries, like Mexico, maybe they're going to say it's a woman's fault. Yeah, that could be another thing, like... If the women put themselves into a bad situation, the man... If the guy did something, but... No, now thinking about that, I don't think that's a valid argument. I might be misunderstanding what you said. This really says a lot about society, yeah. What the hell are you talking about? You joined at a weird time, Ken. Ken, what was the first word you heard me say? Joker moment. Ken, what was the first word you heard me say when you joined? I mean, I'm curious. Do you remember? Same reaction when Jeff 2 happened? Oh yeah, you joined, just don't know what happened. When you were in 7th grade, you had a conversation about this stuff. I assume that's supposed to be about. Enraged Goblin Archer, jeez. That's kind of strong. Yeah, there's like... And there's like, at what point do you call something like... Because there's the thing, like, if some guy's drunk, and he's just being stupid, and he's, like, not fully not fully mentally... capable? I'm gonna die. Yeah. Like, at what point do you say it's just the guy, he did something inappropriate and sexual, but, like, if it's the first time, generally the first time sexual assault and rape is the last one is when it has any kind of penetration. I'll take a shower, good luck with that. Yeah, good idea, Ken. Yeah, so, but, like, that's the thing. As of recent, some people have been saying it's rape, if there's not some kind of penetration. And, like, even then, at what point do you consider it... Like, because there are some cases where should it even be considered sexual assault. If there's a drunk guy at a bar, and he doesn't know what he's doing, and then he does something stupid, because he's not able to properly determine, like, what people's facial features are, what they're, like, wanting, then do you call... Like, if it's the first time. If it's the first time he's done something inappropriate, but he's been asked to stop. Is that still sexual assault? If he was asked to stop the first time and he did stop, is that sexual assault? If he was... Because you could argue yes, but you could also argue... well, he was asked to stop, and then if he did stop, was it really sexual assault? If he stopped, he might not have even he might at least have not done it with intent, or intent to be like to have caused some sort of harm. Or if it is done like multiple times, if the guy is like drunk and incapable, like at what point do you say because he's drunk he's incapable? Because at this point, which does seem to be the agreed upon point, if you're drunk, you are still in charge of like making your own decisions. You still have to be responsible, which is fair enough. It's not, you can't just blame drugs and alcohol for those things, and ultimately you did decide to be on them at the same time. But it is a hard it is a hard topic, because on drugs and alcohol, like that's the whole point of being impaired. If you're driving impaired, the whole point is you are impaired. Your decision making is impaired. Someone is mentally ill or something. Yeah, if you're mentally ill, because if you're yeah, different place. Yeah, so like that's the thing. Mentally ill and drunk, they both have an impairment. It's in fact a far worse place. True. If you have a mental illness, then you're not liable on account of the mental illness, but you have to go to certain facilities and stuff. If you're drunk, that is a whole different thing. Now you were only temporarily impaired, but now it's a whole different thing. Now you are responsible for your actions, which is kind of required, because otherwise people could get drunk intentionally. There's all sorts of problems with it, and like, you know, there's always like a problem with it, of course, because nothing's ever simple. But it is complicated. This is risky. I'm gonna die. Jeez, how did I survive that? How did I survive that? Gets killed by 2 rats. Oh well. How long have I been going for? I've been going for almost 2 hours. This is longer than I intended. This was supposed to be like a 1-hour live stream where we were like trying to play multiplayer stuff. How did I survive that? Nerf rat, please. I mean, to be fair, it's too fast. You saw how fast I came up on me. I honestly don't know how I got around that, though. Dies. I don't know how I got around that, though, because I thought, like, I came in, had to back up, I got hit once, and then I had to back up. I thought the second one should have come hit me by then. Apparently I got out of the way in time. Or, like, the fire might have destroyed the projectile, maybe. I was worried there, but no, rats. The plague of man. Anyone here live in New York? I hear rats are, like, terrible in New York. That's like another thing about like society. Like for government, this is the kind of a niche thing. Why don't governments take control of abandoned buildings sooner? Why do you have points around like the town and the city where like you're even worried about like drug activity or illegal properties or like homeless people? Repossess these old buildings, and then I don't know what to do with them, but repossess the old properties and then sell them to someone else. Repossess them, sell them, make some money, and then turn one of them into a homeless facility to fix your homelessness problem. I heard like a statistic once that like that do exist. It takes a long time to demolish or reuse old buildings. Yeah, that is another thing. It can be expensive for that thing, but like ultimately you could probably like get paid by a company. Like if you repossess a building, there's the one near my house. But like if the government repossesses a building, surely you could sell it to a company and just sell it in the state it's in. We will sell you the land and everything on it, and you're going to be responsible for it. But you pay us a reduced amount, and you're in charge of fixing the building. So, like, you have to tear it down and rebuild, or you have to repurpose it. 2 words. Cartoon, cat. Garfield? What's that in reference to? You should sell drugs on it. To make it cheap or something. Exactly. Sell it cheap, and then just tell the company, and you have 2 months to, like, fix the safety concerns and stuff. Cartoon cat isn't scary. I hate him. And like you have 2 months to like fix the safety concerns or something. And then the company can come in. They can demolish the building. They can build whatever they want, and they can like refurbish it if it's like not that bad. Trevor Henderson Monster. Is that the name of a cat? Huh? Occupies an abandoned mall. Is that a person? Cartoon cat OP. Sometimes I just don't understand what you guys are talking about. Like, I try and read every message, but sometimes I just don't understand what the chat is saying. Think he's creepy looking at the original art but never used. Oh, is he like a cat mascot? It's like Slenderman, a horror thing. Why is there a horror Henderson is like a creepypasta creator, but it's images. It's on Instagram. Oh. So it's a creepypasta image guy on Instagram. Okay. Quick, bamboozle him and take over the stream. No. You very well could. I am not in good enough control of this stream. Is that quite or quit? I don't. On another thing, I don't understand when people say things without context. Whenever I'm saying something in a chat message, it is always either clear by what is going on, or it's given context. What do you mean quite? Is that quite? Is that word even, is that right? Is that quite? What do you mean quite? What is the context to that? Like, if we're all spamming soup in chat, can everyone give me a quick soup spam? Like, one time each or something? That'll fill the screen. My screen is small enough. If you all say soup once, that's enough. But, like, if we're all gonna spam soup, right? At least saying soup now is within the context of spamming soup, right? It's been given context. So far from Canada, the message arrived like 15 seconds late. See, look. See? We're all spamming soup. We're all having a good time. My thing is saying there's only 3 people. That's clearly not accurate. There's at least 4 of you spamming soup right now. But at least we all know. That's slop. That was close. Spam and soup. At least now, when you say slop, it is in the context of a modified soup. When you say the word eggs, it is in the context of there was food, right? We're in bacon. We're in this, right? We're in this weird food hole. Mop, right? It makes no sense, but it has context. Thing depends on the strength of your internet. It has context, right? But I don't understand when we're having a random discussion, says soup then. Or, like, not soup, because soup's already known as, like, a spam meme. But, like, if we're, like, talking about some normal thing, and then people just say chicken hamburger. Where did it come from? So many messages just have no context, and I don't know what any of you were saying half the time. I was saying you were quite right. Ah, okay. See, that's the kind of thing that works, but only when you have the accent. When you say quite, you have to say quite. You have to say it you have to say it with a British accent. Quite. You have to say it in a word. It quite only works in a British accent because that's the only way. Quite sus. Oh god, sus in a British accent. Quite sus. Hungry Jack mashed potatoes. What? See, at least it still has some context. Miss Buttersworth syrup. Oh, you're losing the context. Quite sus. Quite sus in a British accent that's so funny. Quite sus. British accent sounds like something that's supposed to be taken seriously. Sus in a serious accent doesn't sound right. I don't know. Do I seem like an English-speaking country? Oh yeah, how far at least are you from Canada then? Because I know Cat is like basically on the other side of the world with like the Pacific in the way. I find for whatever reason, strangely, for whatever I don't know what reason, you're a country. You my good sir, a disgrace to the throne. Repeating sir. Philippines. From Chile. Ah, yes. For whatever reason, I have absolutely no idea why. It might have been something to do with the Island War series. The place I get like the majority of my viewers following the US is like Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, and India. I can maybe understand India because the higher population, but like, why Vietnam and Indonesia? Why are they like 2 of my highest viewer rates? Why from there? Chile? I haven't had many viewers from like South America actually. Can we have some Chile, please? Chile is a country in Latin America. Yeah, I'm actually pretty good at geography. I do know Chile's from Latin America, from South America. There's a country's. There's a large mobile user base. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. So they'd love mobile content? That does make sense. Bogos Binted. I think you've lost the context completely. Asia? Okay. Yeah, I have noticed. It's a lot like the US is number 1 just because internet. And the second is like, it's all like Southeast Asia. Yeah, I'm pretty good at geography. I haven't had many viewers from South America, actually. I am Earth. I have... How did you put those 2 messages through at the exact same time? Have you got the photos printed? Photos? What photo? What photos? Like map photos? I don't have map photos. I have a globe here. I have a globe with no stand just sitting on my like desk over there. It's not a desk, it's a toy chest that I've had since I was like 2. Bogos Binted. Huh? I forger. Okay, so yeah, again, where is the context? Because the other possibility is I am just an idiot, which we've already confirmed many times. Jeez, this was just supposed to be like a rat. Hang on. Quickly murder everything here. This was supposed to be like a quick, like, hour live stream where we were doing this, like, multiplayer content in this game. It's turned into a 2-hour discussion about crimes and prison and rape and murder and losing context. Where has this conversation gone? They're trying to confuse you with Gen Z memes. Ah, yes. Context is important. My bicycle turned green after Shrek boarded it for his shower. What does that mean? What does any of that mean? Those aren't words, you know, right? What do you... It turned green after Shrek boarded it for his shower. What do you mean? Is that supposed to mean something? Oh my god. I'm gonna die again. Oh god, rats. Fuck. Damn it. Again already. Went to Norway for a sandwich. You're a big mobile player base because they money that the countries have, or in the age that people have to work, maybe they have a lot of, or even kids that have phones that don't have to work. I kind of wish like the chat would stay on my left sooner so I could, or stay stay up for longer so I could actually read that and figure out what you're saying. Because again, there's another moment of either there was no context or I couldn't read it. And so, well, now it's just gone. Saying one thing helps, saying 4 doesn't. Read. Read. I've been poisoned. Chat of strokes. Agree. Yes. That's exactly what's happening. Thoughts on Discord? In general, or my Discord? Discord is a good app. Discord is very good. They let you have all these, like, free servers, they host them on their own stuff. And you don't have to, like, you don't have to pay for any of it, that's honestly amazing. Germa Twitch chat vibes. I don't know who Germa is. Discord, there's a song Discord? Yours? My Discord? My Discord, I should probably be a bit more active on it, because I haven't... On Quandale Dingle. What? Huh? On my Discord, I should be more active, because I kind of suck at being active on my Discord. I don't know what Quandale Dingle is. Are you guys just having me, like, swear in your own native languages? You want to hear an interesting thing that's actually not a swear? Fuck. It sounds like the F word, but it's actually just French for seal. Fuck. Not a swear at all. F-U-Q-U-E. How do you not know any meme? Don't you have, like, TikTok or YouTube? Oh god, there's a giant rat. Hang on. And fuck it. Oh, is it F-O-Q-U? It might be F-O-Q. It might be F-O, yeah. I think you're right, actually, there. Describe your Discord in one word. Math. Due to speak in Minecraft and chat table. You miss me in the voice chat, lifting branches and sounding weird accords to others. It is. Again, I have no idea what half of you are saying. What was I talking about? Discord, I think? Or have we moved on to something else? I don't remember. These conversations are so scatterbrained. Run. You speak French? Oh, yeah. Oh, so yeah, so it is F-O-Q-U-E then. That does sound right, I guess, yeah. It definitely was O, my bad. Balloons Tower Defense? Is this sort of song lyrics? Okay, so on the topic of balloons, which I was meant to say, most of the balloons games, even though they are on mobile, cost money, and you might know I'm like a free-to-play player, so I can play Balloons Tower Defense T Battles, which I've actually played before, and I can play with you guys too. Actually, I can play Balloons T Battles live with you guys if you guys want to do that at some point. That would be fun. So we can play like TD battles. And we can play... I thought it was night? It is. It's like, it's 11 at night for me right now. Song says the summer afternoon. Are you talking about, like, this disc... I'm gonna have to, like, look up this song after stream, because I have no idea what you're talking about right now. And I could play Monkey City, because Monkey City is also free. This wizard is easily my new favorite class, just because it's so funny, like, see them go through, like, the shredder. Like, it's like no damage, but just, like, the crazy high knockback, and just, like, the AoE everything. Like, when you hit it once, it doesn't even, like, show it barely even shows the effect. Or it doesn't show the effect. It's like I'm using telekinesis to murder them. It's honestly amazing. Altar of Experience. I've been waiting for another Altar of Steve. I haven't found one yet. That was like one criteria for when do we end it. We need an Altar of Steve. What are your thoughts on pirating games? Generally it shouldn't be done. There are like... Chat is done if someone says thoughts on politics. Chat's done for, Use Fireball mana is low? Yeah. Yeah, Fireball like takes less. I try and use it when there's like one guy or if it's low. What was I saying? Damn it, you guys distracted me again. Well, there was something in the chat I've missed. Oh well. Pirating games, right. Thoughts on pirating games? Shouldn't be done. There are things like... I don't know. Generally, if a game is going to be like... If a game's going to be like weird, like... Oh, you can activate those with magic. Okay, that now has a use. Good to know. If it's something like... Like, most games, what I'll find is like... Country electing the son of a previous dictator stole billions from your country. Was that your country? Oh, yeah, I remember that. Was that your country? Oh, yeah, right, because you're from the... Oh, great, because you're from the Philippines, not Indonesia. Right. I have a friend from the Philippines who was actually asking. I had asked about that, because I saw the John Oliver episode about that. And all that kind of thing. I saw the John Oliver episode. Yeah, John Oliver discussed it. Yeah, I saw the John Oliver episode, and then I asked a friend who I've known since, like, kindergarten, who's from the Philippines, about that. And he didn't, like, know too much about it, I don't think, but... Oh, holy shit! What the fuck? Thoughts on this. Gay marriage, completely fine. What the fuck? Giant skeleton. That's more than a... Jesus Christ. That's more than a giant skeleton Oh, it stunned me. Fucking run. Sorry, guys, I gotta... Oh, fuck, it's a dead end. Holy shit. Oh my god. Thoughts on George Floyd? We'll talk to you about... Wait, how do you have thoughts on George Floyd? The guy was murdered. That's not really a thoughts thing. I think the consensus in that is pretty accepted. This is what happens when you start talking about politics. Bad things happen in the game. The game's like trying to say, stop talking about politics. Just a giant skeleton walking up. Stretches his arms. Just, you can like see the stretching of the image when he like sends out his arms things. You can see that the swords are stretched. Just making sure you're not a Nazi. That's a safe assumption. Here's the key to how you know you don't even have to ask. I'm Canadian, not American. Problem is, if I was American, a good question to ask, because it's like a solid 50-50 if you're an American. As a Canadian, it's not really a 50-50. Like, for Canadians, it's something like 3% of us. 3% of us are slightly American conservative. So racist of you. The Canadian Conservative Party is more like being neutral in America. Teleports behind you, Jesus. Turn around, gotta like put my hand above my head, block the blow. High chance of someone being as Nazi as Argentina? Really? I think it's America at this point. Oddly enough, it's not Germany, because they have like laws against it. I think it's America. Didn't like discussion about crime. Go to the R and get sensitive if you like talking about biting the leg layer. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you're talking about like politics on the internet. it is like a very messy subject, especially with things happening in certain countries. You know, like Indonesia's got like the one very the Indonesia has a controversial leader right now. America is like in its mess. Um, the one thing I can say for certain about America without getting like a bunch of like hate, a bunch of like the one thing I can probably say about America that both sides would agree with, and that will not get me hate from either one, is the country is doomed for a civil war, and I'm certain of that. And let's be honest, I think both sides know of it. Um, because like one side is actively calling for a civil war, and the other side might just be pretending it's not even there. But as an outside observer, as a neutral outside observer, I think they are destined for civil war. And seeing as I'm only slightly more north of them, that is concerning. Um, and like, it's not like I'm hoping for a civil war. I don't want a civil war. I just don't think it's gonna. I don't think they have another option. I think they're just too far gone at this point. Relies too much on cars. Definitely agree. I saw some like videos about like American infrastructure and like how bad the car systems are in Texas. The R the R word is canceled. Yeah, let's try and move away from the crime discussion because if it is like a very touchy subject and it's really hard to talk about, even in like a comedy setting. Like I don't think John Oliver even done a segment on rape. It's such a hard. Yeah, it's really hard even when talking about it in like even when talking about it in like professional settings in courts and in politics. Even when talking about it in courts and politics, it's still a hard thing to discuss. You guys want to get YouTube political then instead? Cats or dogs? Let's run away trips. Cats or dogs? Let's get YouTube political. Cats? Honestly, it would have been more funny if it came back with dogs. I guess I should have suspected that one. I don't know what I expected. I don't know what I much expected from there. I really don't know what I thought of that one. What do we got for the other opinions? I think I missed one. Run away from the topic. Please don't run straight ahead. You'll hit a wall. Oh yeah, just like panic, running away, looking behind you. Oh good, I'm escaping the evil discussion. Oh, hits a wall. Guy names a random cat. Says cat. Real question is cereal. Cat's piss. It's so nasty. Oh, we all do though, don't we? Like at least cats can use a litter box. Balloons. Red balloons or blue balloons? Which one? You like red or blue more? No. What do you mean no? Do you mean no as in reference to balloons, cats and dogs, or that you... Do you not pee? The smell is horrible. What do you do then? Okay. Here's the real question, okay? We've gone through our warm-up questions, okay? We've gone through the warm-up. Real question. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Human. The smell is... Wait. Do you pee human pee, not cat pee? Or is the smell of human pee terrible, but not cat pee? Are you a serial killer if you eat smell? The piss is horrible. Sometimes. No. No. M&M's, no it is not. Yes. Wait, are you saying yes to M&M's belong? Or no... Oh my god. How bad is your lag, Nick? Are you saying yes to M&M's or yes to pineapple? Really get this discussion going. I'm just gonna watch. Cat pee is horrible and you human pee. Okay, thanks for clarification. As long as juice doesn't leak onto the pizza, it's fine. Personally, I like cheese pizza and that's about it. I will eat other pizzas, but I just prefer cheese pizza. Saying to the pineapple. Yes to pineapple? Hey, Cat, I think... Hey, maybe Cat and Cooch just talk for a moment. Let them settle their differences, eh? See what happens. Pineapple on pizza don't even taste bad. Do you like crust on the pizza? What? Is this one is this a debated one? About crust on pizza? Why do I have a bat? Is crust on pizza a debated thing? Or are you asking like me specifically in reference to the cheese thing? I'll leave the stream, might come back later. See ya. See ya, Undying. Do you like... Okay, Nick, are you like actually drunk? You talked about some weird things this stream. Some people only eat the innards of pizza. Why? Why would you do that? Like, why only semen? Do you guys eat like, what kind of topics do you guys put in your pizza? Can we say the R word? Preferably not. How many slices are gonna on pizza? 4? 6? I eat 4. 6 is probably a bit... 6 might be a bit too much to, like, throw down your gullet. like, how big is the average human stomach? Someone go look it up. How big is the average human stomach? $69 at once. Slices or pizzas? I mean... To be fair, there are people who could, like, professional, like, eating, people who eat at competitions professionally, could definitely use, could definitely eat, like, the equivalent to, like, 69 slices. Like, if you saw, like, the one guy Mr. Beast did a video with, where he ate, like, that giant slice of pizza, that, I don't know if that'd be equivalent to 69 slices, but maybe. It would certainly have been a lot. Like, bad about, like... If I never want to, like, ban people or something, or, like, silence them, because I always feel bad about that sort of thing, and I'm always, like, wondering, like, have I just misunderstood, have I just misunderstood what they're saying, and I'm just stupid? But, like, there are some, don't do I hold the power here, Nick. What are you gonna do to stop me, huh? What do? You have no power here. You haven't misunderstood it? Yeah, I figure. Freedom of speech? You fools, Canada doesn't have freedom of speech. We have most of freedom of speech. We have freedom of speech, but just no hate speech is like our thing. That's another problem with America. Too much freedom of speech. We have freedom of speech, just not hate speech. We have like we have gun laws. You're allowed to have guns, but only in certain circumstances. You're not allowed assault rifles. You're allowed hunting guns, or in some cases handguns as well. Altar of battle. Where is the altar of Jeff 2? But what is hate speech? Generally something that's derogatory towards, like, a... Something that's derogatory... Jeff 3? Was it 3? Oh yeah, it's Jeff 3, my bad. Not Jeff 2, yeah, sorry. Nova's Jeff 2, my bad. What was I saying? What is hate speech? Hate speech is, like, anything that's, like, derogatory towards, like, an individual based on something like race, gender, I think religion counts. Is roasting someone a hate speech? Not if it's, probably not. Not if it's an individual. What time is it in your country? 11:15. I should probably go to sleep soon. Yeah, so an individual is fine. So for like an individual, it's fine. Like if you're like speaking, if you're like, you're still allowed like to say bad things about an individual. You might get defamation problems or something, but you're not gonna get like beginner's book. What? You're not gonna get like charged with a hate speech law, roasting one person. It's like if it's against like religious what if it's a child? Still fine. Roast all the childs you want. It's like if it's a race, religion, gender, place like you're from in the world. What's that called? Ethnicness? Ethnic something. What's the beginner's book? I can equip it. What does it do? Ethnicity, that's correct. But like America's hate speech laws, their laws on hate speech is basically just they don't have any. They don't have a hate speech. They have a don't threaten people, and that's it. My message is not popping up? No, I can see yours, cat. At least this one. I haven't seen anything for a little while. Is there a censorship? Mine are not. Are some of the messages not popping up? Maybe the... Okay, if you're posting racist messages, I think the stream thing does automatically, like, cut out some messages. If you're being racist, that could be the problem there. Nick, are you absolutely sure you're not... I'm an idiot. I activated the trap and killed me. I'm gonna test it out. No. No. Don't do that. But it's like words. Can you say the F word? I don't know. Try the F word. I'm fine with the F word. I don't know if they can't cut it out. Can't? Okay. So you guys aren't allowed to swear. I am, though. Ha! Losers, you can't even swear. If you want to swear, just like say F word. Just say F word in brackets. God, I really F-wording hate this game. It'll get across the message. You can't say the N-word? Why would you try and say the N-word? Or the... What? Nick! Please tell me this is a joke. Or the R one. Why? Really? Oh, is that the R word you're talking about? I thought you guys were talking about rape as the R word. Are you Why would you try and say the other R word? What's wrong with you people? I need to, like... Can you be misogynistic? I don't know what that word means. It's the mental thing R word. Yeah. You're like Christopher Columbus. No. Actually, wait, what? No, you realize Christopher Columbus wasn't a good person, right? You realize Christopher Columbus was the bad guy, right? Misogynistic. Yeah, I figured out pronunciation. I don't know what... Strongly prejudiced against women. Oh, so it's like a variation of sexism. Were you saying, can I be sexist, basically? Hate, yes, okay. Yeah, I know I've heard the word. I know it's some sort of, like, hate word. I just didn't know which one. Google Cartoon Cat. Okay, so I gotta look up the Discord song and Googling Cartoon Cat. Great. Drives in the words misogyny. Right, yeah. God, can I, like, remind us where this stream was supposed to go? About 2 hours ago, over 2 hours, it's been almost 2.5, we were 1 hour playing with people on this game. Don't do it on YouTube? Okay, I'll do it on Google then, got it. This was supposed to be like... Can you be racist against spiders? Technically? Is it racist if it's against another species? Yes. Is there a word for racist against a species? Because racist implies a specific race of a species. What's the word for racism, but when it's against a species? Like, if you were being racist to an alien species. Not racist, they are species, not racist. Yeah, so how do you be racist? What's the word for racism when it's a species? Speciesism? So are you racist? No, you're just specious. Get out of my chat. How dare you bring your speciesism views in here? Speciesism. Have we already got to the point where we're, like, inventing words? Are we the same species as Peruvian? No, it's called favoritism. That is another good point. Like, at what point, like, because, like, how similar are people from like Peru or Chile? Like, I there are certain are there cultural differences? Are there ethnic differences? And are there racial differences? Because if I were to guess, I assume the skin color at least is similar. You're white. Okay, so I just don't know what I'm talking about then. Sorry, excuse my racism. I just figured you all looked like Mexicans. Countries. There's leadership differences. Hi. uh, guys, I'm too tired to maintain this. North Americans to South Americans be like, "Hi, Mexicans." Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh yeah, hi Mexicans. Mexicans in North America. Mexica. Mexica is in North America. Mexica is in North America, guys. Uh, Peru is more the hill and its height. At least part they seem more monkeys and cultures are very different. What do you mean more the hill? Isn't Chile just mountains? How are they more, or do you mean like less mountainy? Isn't Chile like just mountains? No? I thought Chile was just a giant mountain range. You have like Argentina, and then there's like there was a mountain range dividing Argentina and Chile. It's coasts. Is it just coasts? Does Argentina have the mountain range then? Okay. Actually, I guess I can't use that yes as confirmation because you're like 15 seconds behind. No? uh, no. No? No? Tig Okay. Oh my god. This is why context is important, people. Give context. Who has the mountains? It divides the countries. Okay, who owns the mountains? Is the divisions of the countries like the top of the mountains? So the mountain range divides the countries, and then you have the coastline. Chile's basically stealing all the coastline of South America. The two. Yes, I am the mountains. Okay, so Carl the mountain separates Chile and Argentina. Got it. Vacuum cleaners suck. They just collect dust. Now it's dad jokes. Again, this was supposed to be like an hour of playing this game together, and now it went to like horrible crimes and prison and magic and like pepperoni and pizza. What's making sounds? Oh, that's the peas. I'm like pushing down this spot in my bed, and it's making like a weird sound. I find dad jokes funny. Where's my long last shot? Dude, did you go out for milk and not come back? Dude, that's a low blow. We've just been talking for half the time. Dad jokes aren't funny. They're clever, so they become funny. But they're not. They're not clever. They're just bad. They are like the lowest possible tier of what can technically qualify as a joke. I actually invented a joke. You want to hear my joke? I invented this joke, and I find it actually pretty funny. You can't even find dad jokes. Somewhat clever. Then why did you laugh? Damn it. So do you guys want to hear my joke, or do you want to keep arguing? Honestly, you're doing a great job of like mimicking the internet. You guys are like having a great job arguing. I'm like way too tired to continue this stream. We gotta wrap this up in like 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna tell you my joke. So it works off the back of another joke, kind of. You know the saying, Twitter in a nutshell. Hi, the one knob. Is it the one knob? Yeah. Hi, the one knob. You have your moments. Nice to see you. This is a lot about Squid Game Society. What does that have to do with? What do you society? Okay, so I made up this joke. How to solve what? Did Squid Game solve racism? Is the solution to racism murder? Okay, so my joke. You heard the saying, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man to fish, you feed him for life. Say something about everyone when you were racist. I mean, let's be honest. Aren't we all accidentally a little racist? Because I thought about this like a while, like a couple of years ago after like watching a thing. Like, like when you're only really racist. What if the fish run out? Well, don't. That's not the point. In the word silent, is the S silent or the C silent? Da 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 da. Violence isn't the answer, but it's an. Violence isn't the answer, but it's an opinion. Master Oogway. Violence is an opinion. What do you mean? That's what? What is it when you think it's not violence, even though it is, though? When you have violence in the physical world, but it's not what your opinion is when it's not violence. What is it then? Is that just normal? Is that just combat? What's the definition of violence? You guys are like so off topic. You won't even guess. You guys can entertain yourselves. Cannibalism can solve world hunger and overpopulation. Here's another one I came up with. Okay, here, ready? Okay. Hitler was just an environmentalist. And chat has stopped moving. And chat has stopped moving as everyone takes a moment to process what's just been said. Hitler, think about it, with how many killed of both Jews and Germans and Russians? 5 people. 5 people, yes! With the millions of people Hitler killed, he was just an environmentalist. He was doing us a favor, you know? This is the ultimate... We're supposed to... we're supposed to be playing a game. Playing Pocket Rougues. No, it's not. Oh yeah, we're here playing Pocket Rougues, guys. No, we're not. We're talking about like the opposite. What society? If there's anything that sums up this stream, it is we live in a society. Yeah. I'm so tired. I wanted to go play Minecraft. Murder, racism, and Pocket Rougues. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what the hell do I change. Lag is killing me. No problem, Nick. Have a good night. What the hell do I put the stream title to? We live in a society where everything is offensive. Precisely. What do I change the stream title to? Do I just like list off the things we did? Pocket Rougues, murder, heinous crimes. So Pocket Rougues, prison systems, heinous crimes, society. What else have we talked about? I'll have to like make the title like talk. I'll have to make the title talking about society plus Pocket Rougues. Pocket Rougues can be the secondary thing. Pocket Nazis in the chat. What? Swiss Army knife, the knife that's all in one. What's Pocket Nazis? I have to like name it talking about society plus Pocket Rougues. Pocket Rougues is second, and then just in the description just name off all the things we talked about today. Pocket Rougues is like 10% of the stream. 10 million views. Honestly, it'd be a funny thing to like blow up. Of all the stuff on my channel, the Pocket Rougues stream that wasn't actually a Pocket Rougues stream. We talked about the death penalty. We talked about pineapple on pizza. It's such we've flip-flopped so much. Reevaluating my will to live while playing Pocket Rougues. Reevaluating my will to live. Oh my god. Dabs on our word. How school feels switching from math to social studies. A discussion in ELA about murder. It's not about Pocket Rougues, it's about the friends we made along the way. Oh my god. Uh, well, it was nice to have y'all here. I think this is where we end it. Playing Pocket Rougues while chat is... Good night. Yeah, good night. Playing Pocket Rougues while chat is fighting. Chat loses their mind while playing Pocket Rougues. Stop racism. Can agree to that. When life gives you racism, you embrace it. As long as the embracing is to fight racism, fair enough. Bye-bye. One last thing. Why the name Grassman? I was in Edmonton. I was on vacation. And I thought, hey... Or no. I was in Edmonton. I was on vacation. Racism tastes bad. I was on vacation in Edmonton. And I needed, like, to make an account for, like, this special slide they had installed. Like a... Use electricity in the special boards. It was like a game water slide. And I need a password. And so I just thought, what's a random word? Grass. He worships the grassy devil. I thought of a random word. Grass. And I'm like, grass something. Grass, man, because I'm a guy. And I'm like a boy. I'm young at this point. But I'm like, man, because guy. Because male. So, grass man. Perfect. And Grassman alone was the title for a while. And then later on, I just figured, oh, I should attach a number to this. What number do I like? I like the number 6. 6 is my favorite number. It divides by 2, it divides by 3. It's a very divisible number. So I just like... I like the number 6. It's good and divisible. Let's throw 6 on there 3 times. And this was before I even knew what religion was. So, the name Grassman666 has both the hidden word ass inside of it, which causes problems at times, and a reference to the devil before I even knew what the devil was. So, yeah. Gotta eat racism, yeah. Yeah, I gotta go eat some racism now, guys. Gotta do my part. What happens if you eat racism? Okay, well, hope you guys all enjoy yourselves. Grr ass, man. 666, exactly. Yeah, so, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good night, everyone, or good morning if you're, like, in Indonesia. Yep, probably another stream tomorrow. I think this is the last content I'm gonna make on Pocket Rougues, and let's be honest, was this even content on Pocket Rougues? Next stream tomorrow will either be... It'll either be Mindustry, or it might... Well, it'll probably either be Mindustry, or it'll be some speedrunning attempts for, like, Stick War Legacy. We'll see, because I do still want to do some of that. And if people are like, if people are okay with that, it would be also really cool to, like, achieve a world record live. Because that'd be fun. So, yeah, Brain Factory, speedrun Minecraft, I wish. I've tried. It's harder than you think, though. But yeah. Wait a sec, okay. One in the stream cut yet, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you enjoyed our content, feel free to like and subscribe. Yeah, like I said, stream tomorrow, videos happen at normal times. Can I plug my channel in the Discord if I don't spam it? Only if you actively are attempting to do... You're the one who's trying to, like, actively play games in your channel? Once. Yes. I'm okay with it. Once. As long as you are actively trying to, like, you know, make something out of it. Because I understand that. I don't like the people who put, like, 2 videos on their channel, haven't uploaded in 3 months, and say, oh, come subscribe to my channel, guys, so they can, like, go brag to their friends. They're, like, 5-year-olds, you know? But if you're, like, actually trying... Not actually anymore, but I'm trying to find ideas. Yep, sure. Give it a plug. Is that the name of the channel? UHMM? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This is where I'll end it. You might not. Were you just expecting me to... Were you expecting me to say no and just didn't know what to do after I said yes? Thanks, it was expecting me to say no. Damn Canadians, they're too polite. Have a good night, everyone. Lamau. Yeah. Have a good night, guys. Yeah, bye.